Juz 9, the Juz begins with Allah Azza wa Jalla mentioning His punishment of the previous nations in order for people to humble themselves before Allah. And Allah mentions, if only the people of the towns had just believed and had taqwa, He would have opened up blessings from the sky and the earth, but rather they denied and were punished. Allah warns severely against feeling safe from His punishment, and that those who came after the punished nations and had prosperity should comprehend Allah's ability to afflict them due to their sins. Allah then begins the story of Musa a.s. in great detail, beginning with his standoff with Fir'aun and the magicians. Allah mentions how Musa a.s. defeated the magicians and how they accepted Islam, and how Fir'aun stubbornly refused, and so Allah sent against them floods, locusts, lice, frogs, and blood as punishments to make them return and believe Musa's message, yet they still refused to believe. Allah then mentions how He drowned Fir'aun and his people and made Musa a.s. and his people inherit the land. Allah then strongly rebukes Bani Israel for asking Musa to make them an idol to worship. Allah then mentions Musa's meeting with him and Musa a.s. asking to see Allah, but Musa a.s. was unable and fainted. Allah then mentions how the Bani Israel took a statue of a calf as a god, and how angry Musa a.s. was with them, and how Allah split the Bani Israel into 12 tribes. Allah mentions the story of the people of the Sabbath who tried to catch fish on a Saturday, and how Allah punished them by making it into apes. Allah Azza wa Jalla then mentions the testimony He took from the children of Adam that He is their only Lord. Allah then dismantles the idea of the false gods that are called upon besides Him, for example, that they cannot even respond or help. The surah concludes by Allah Azza wa Jalla mentioning that when the Quran is read, one should stay silent and listen to attain mercy. Surah Al-Anfal is a Madani surah that largely consists of the details of the Battle of Badr. Allah mentions that the true believers are those who, when Allah is mentioned, their hearts tremble, their iman is increased when the ayat are recited, they rely upon their Lord, they establish the salah, and they spend from what Allah has provided for them. Allah then mentions the planning of the Muslims and how Allah Azza wa Jalla will foil the plans of the disbelievers.